Big football stories breaking across Europe right now. Transfers, drama, manager debates, and superstar futures, transfer chaos, shocking rumors, and massive decisions that could change football forever, from hinting at retirement to S's uncertain future. This summer is about to explode. Let's break it all down. Let's start with Nicolas Jackson. The striker is currently on loan at Bayern Munich. But here's the twist. They won't trigger his buy option. He's been playing backup to Harry Kane. And now, he's heading back to Chelsea this summer. But his future? Completely unclear. Juventus, AC Milan, eyes. Both are monitoring the situation closely. If Chelsea decides to sell, expect a bidding war. Meanwhile, Manchester United are cooking behind the scenes. They're exploring a move for Alejandro Balde from FC Barcelona. But here's the key. The deal only happens if the player says yes. And that's not all. Sandro Tonali is also on their radar. But there's a problem. Newcastle United want up to €110 million. That price tag? Almost impossible. Still, United are watching very closely. Now let's talk about the dugout. The future of the Manchester United manager role is heating up. Michael Carrick has done an incredible job, but he's not alone. Andoni Iraola is emerging as a strong contender, thanks to his attacking style at AFC Bournemouth. And then, there's Mauricio Pochettino. He's interested, but he won't be available until after the World Cup. This is turning into a three-way battle. Now, the GOAT conversation. Cristiano Ronaldo has spoken. The end of my career is getting closer. Let's enjoy every game. He says he's still playing, not just for himself, but for past, present, and future generations. And here's the crazy part. If Ronaldo reaches 1,000 career goals and wins the 2026 World Cup, he could become the clear favorite for the Super Ballon d'Or. Over in Spain, FC Barcelona are planning big moves. They want a striker. And if they miss out on Julian Álvarez, they could go for João Pedro from Chelsea. But here's the issue. He just signed, and his contract runs until 2033. That deal? Very difficult. Speaking of Álvarez, Atlético Madrid is not playing games. They've made it clear. Even £130 million offers will be rejected. He's scored 20 goals this season, including 10 in the Champions League. They are keeping him, no matter what. Now, a big situation involving Raphinha and Marcus Rashford. Saudi clubs are preparing massive offers for Raphinha. But Barcelona? They don't want to sell. And that links directly to Rashford. Barcelona want to keep him, or bring in more support on the left. Over at Real Madrid, things are getting interesting. Jose Mourinho has reportedly offered himself for the job, but he's not first choice. Jurgen Klopp leads the race. And here's another shock. Toni Kroos could be close to a return. Back to Manchester United. Mason Mount has made his ambition clear. I want to win the Premier League. And that mentality is exactly what the club needs right now. Massive transfers, manager battles, and legends nearing the end. Manchester United pick up fresh injury concerns after Brentford win. Manchester United will face Liverpool next weekend, and squad availability could play a major role in that contest. Manchester United secured a vital 2-1 win over Brentford on Monday night in their push for Champions League qualification. However, despite the positive result, the focus quickly shifted to fresh injury concerns at full time. There were some positives before the match. Patrick Dorgu returned to the squad for the first time since January. Meanwhile, Lenny Yoro recovered from a recent issue and came on as a second-half substitute. These updates offered encouragement, but the overall situation became worrying. Michael Carrick now has new problems to deal with ahead of a crucial fixture. Manchester United will face Liverpool next weekend, and squad availability could play a major role in that contest. Matheus Cunha was a surprise omission from the squad against Brentford. The Brazilian has been a regular presence this season, under both Carrick and Ruben Amorim. He also played almost the entire match against Chelsea and scored the winning goal. However, Carrick confirmed before kickoff that Cunha picked up a minor hip flexor injury during that game. As a result, he was not available for selection. There was another setback during the second half. Luke Shaw, who has enjoyed a consistent run of fitness this season, could not complete the match. He went down off the ball and had to leave the pitch after struggling to continue. Shaw has already made 34 appearances this campaign, which shows his improved fitness levels. However, this latest issue raises concerns ahead of the upcoming matches. Carrick did not provide an update after the game, but more information is expected later this week. Meanwhile, Matthijs de Ligt continues his recovery from a lower back injury that has disrupted his season. He has been sidelined since November and has suffered multiple setbacks during rehabilitation. He is now closing in on a return, but it remains unclear whether he will feature again this season. Arne Slot after winning the Eredivisie. Eredivisie faces an unprecedented risk of replaying 133 matches for a shocking reason. The consequences could be massive, with the Eredivisie facing the prospect of replaying at least 133 matches. Bruno Fernandes sends clear message to Manchester United. Board ahead of summer transfer window. Fernandes has now sent a clear message through both his performances and his words. Bruno Fernandes sends clear message to Manchester United. Board ahead of summer transfer window. Fernandes has now sent a clear message through both his performances and his words. Andes has once again underlined his importance to Manchester United as the club prepares for a crucial summer transfer window. The Portuguese midfielder continues to lead from the front, both on and off the pitch, during a decisive phase of the season. Fernandes delivered another standout moment on Monday night. He registered his 19th Premier League assist in the win over Brentford. This puts him just one short of the record. That record is currently held by Thierry Henry and Kevin De Bruyne, which highlights the level he has reached this season. The Manchester United captain has remained central to the team's performances. He has contributed 8 goals and 20 assists across all competitions. This keeps him on course for another individual milestone. He also remains in contention to win a 5th Sir Matt Busby Player of the Year award. He already matched the record last season. Despite outside interest, Manchester United have taken a firm stance. Club officials have made it clear that they want Fernandes to stay at Old Trafford. They view him as a key part of their long-term plans, especially with the club pushing to return to the Champions League. Fernandes had the option to leave last summer. Al Hilal approached him, but he rejected the move and chose to continue at United. However, he later caused a stir in December when he suggested the club lacked the courage to decide on his future and believed they wanted him to leave. Club sources responded by pointing to earlier conversations. They insisted they had always communicated their desire to keep him, aligning with Ruben Amorim's stance at the time. Off the pitch, Fernandes also feels settled in Manchester. Speaking to Men in Blazers, he said, "When you spend so long in a place, you kind of feel part of it. And obviously I'm very proud of my country. And I love to be there, but I feel at home in Manchester. And my kids feel at home here. It's wonderful for me to be in a place where my kids enjoy so much and can feel so at home as they do in Manchester. I felt Mancunian, and then I heard my kids speaking in the accent, and I understood that I'm not as much as they are." With United planning further investment in midfield this summer, Fernandes has now sent a clear message through both his performances and his words that he remains fully committed to the club. This summer is shaping up to be one of the craziest ever. Now I want to hear from you. Should Man United stick with Carrick? Where should Rashford go? And who wins Player of the Year? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more.